Hi guys, so welcome back to the channel. And so with this video we will continue our understanding of markets and what marketing is. And the last video, as you know, we had discussed the marketing classification and how markets are divided based upon their location and their time period. And today's lecture we will cover another classification of marketing on the basis of transaction. Okay, so basically on the basis of transaction we can divide the markets in two types. All right, cash market and forward market. Another name given to cash market is spot market. Okay, now why is it called spot market? Simply because of the reason that the transaction or the transactions taking place here are on the spot, and some kind of flow of cash is involved between the seller and the buyer. Okay, seller sells his product or services to the buyer, who in return offers a sum of cash to the seller, and this is what completes the transaction. So this is known as the spot market because the process of transaction and the process of buying and selling is taking place there and then. All right, and then we come to the next kind of market, which is forward market. So forward market, basically they define the process of buying and selling which takes place in the future. Now how we can understand this? For example, you require a pair of jeans for yourself. Okay, and you require the particular pair of jeans for a particular event that is going to take place in the future. And so what you do is, right now you are have some less amount of money available with you. So what you do is, you go to the seller dealing in clothes or jeans, and you tell him that I have this lump sum amount right now, and I'm gonna pay you this amount, which will serve as a down payment or as a security for a product. And once I have the amount which equals to the price of the jeans available with me, I'm gonna pay you the entire amount. But the condition is that you cannot increase the price of these jeans further in the future, if in any case the price of the clothes increases because of various economic conditions. Okay, so what you do is, if a pair of jeans cost you 5,000, you pay, let's say you have you had 1,500 available with you, you pay the seller then and there 1,500 rupees, and you take the jeans for yourself. Then what you do is, as the event approaches, you get that amount of money available to yourself, and then you pay the amount going to the condition that there is no change in the price. You pay 5,000, not 5,300, not 5,400 or 5,500. You just pay a sum of 5,000. Okay, so this is how the future sale is created. Okay, the process is also known as hedging. Okay, you are taking the product, or you might not even take the product right now, but you agree upon a particular price point that the transaction is going to occur upon. I hope you understood the concept with the help of this example. So let's move forward. Now the next classification is on the basis of competition. Okay, so there is perfect competition market and there is imperfect competition market. Now let us go in depth and understand what it is. So what is a perfect competition market? Okay, a market is said to be perfect competition when sellers and buyers, as are the two basic components of a market. When there are many sellers and many buyers. Okay, like what happens with the regular products or the regular goods that we purchase on a daily basis. There are n number of sellers. Okay, there are n number of companies dealing in the same kind of product. For example, Hindustan Unilever is also making soaps, Patanjali is also making soaps. So there are a number of sellers, and when it comes to buyers, there are a lot many buyers also. Depending upon the region, depending upon the geographical location, there are a number of buyers. So the seller will keep on producing goods and services for the buyer as long as there is a demand in the market. Okay, and the product is homogeneous. Okay, keep in mind that homogeneous product. Okay, not heterogeneous. All right, so one of the feature of the market is that there are many sellers. Okay, and sellers do not have the control over the price of commodity. Okay, if the price of commodity If it obeys all the laws of economics, that if the consumer think that the product is economical to buy, it is better than its substitutes. So the product is definitely superior than its competitors, and the consumer will go for the product. Okay, this is what gives the seller an edge over the rest of the competition in the market. But in the same case, if competition takes an edge over the product or service that the seller is manufacturing or dealing with, then in that case what happens is the demand will go down and the price has to come down, because seller doesn't have any control over the price of the commodity. Okay, and one of the example of these commodities, farm commodities. Okay, the products that we get by farming, wheat, rice and all. Okay, and let's move ahead. Now, what are the characteristics of a perfect competition? Just as we discussed, there are a large number of buyers and sellers. There are free entry and exit. There are no barriers to entry and exit in this market. Okay, if you want, you can start selling your products and services from the very next day. From tomorrow, if you want, you can get a GST number, you get yourself registered, and then start a business of yourself. Now, buyers and sellers have a perfect knowledge of the market. Okay, it's not like some kind of feature or characteristic of a product or commodity is hidden from the buyer or seller. And goods can be moved from one place to another, without any restriction. Okay, so there are no restrictions imposed on the logistics basically of the goods and services. Okay, I hope you get this point. Prices are uniform, because if one of the seller tries to increase the price, then automatically his the demand for his product is going to go down, because people will start searching for alternatives, and people will start consuming less of the same product. Okay, let's move ahead. Now, what is imperfect competition? Now, imperfect competition, the concept is very important, so listen carefully. Okay, products here are similar but not identical. Okay, for example, if I'm making a neem soap, it's not necessary that soaps though are generally not considered a part of this market. But just to take an example to make you understand a bit clearer, I'm producing neem soap, and another company by the name Liril comes, and they want to penetrate the market, but they want to do it with the help of their lemon or lime soap. Okay, the products are not identical. Okay, another thing is prices as compared to perfect competition, they are not uniform. Okay, now there is a lack of communication also here, and on contrary, there is a restriction on movement of goods from one place to another. So this is what constitutes the characteristic of imperfect competition. Okay, now the types of imperfect competition market. First of all, it's a monopolistic market. Okay, a monopolistic market consists of many sellers. Okay, and then we come to oligopoly, which has a refined number of sellers. Then differentiated oligopoly is the further filtered form of oligopoly market. Okay, with a fewer number of sellers. And monopoly consists of just one seller who can restrict the flow of goods as well as restrict the price of demand and the price of the good also. Okay, so what's monopsony? And then monopsony has one buyer and many sellers. Okay, so here buyer controls the price of the goods. Okay, oligopsony and bilateral monopoly are not in your course, so we will not be discussing them. But if you have interest in these topics, do let me know, then we can discuss them after the class or in some further presentations. Okay, I think the video is 10 minutes long, and I don't think you guys are interested in videos longer than 10 minutes. So this aspect of marketing we will cover in the other presentation or in this slide. For now, let's end this presentation. I hope you like the video, and if you did like a video, I just throw a like, and so that I can get motivated and produce more stuff for you. Okay, goodbye then.